Hello friends, and welcome to a story that has touched millions of hearts for over 7 decades. Have you ever loved someone so deeply that you forgot your own happiness for them? Have you ever kept your feelings hidden inside, afraid to speak them out loud? Today I'm going to tell you about a story where love exists but never finds words. Where sacrifice becomes so immense that a person transforms into something else entirely. Into what the author calls the God of Sins. Written in 1949 by a young writer named Dharmavir Bharti, who was just 23 years old at that time, this novel shook the foundation of Hindi literature. And even today, after 75 years, it remains as fresh and relevant as ever. So come with me to the streets of old Allahabad, now Prayagraj, to the banks of the holy Ganga River. Let's meet Chandar and Sudha. Let's witness a love story that begins with innocence and ends with a tragedy that will bring tears to your eyes. If you want to understand what true love really means, then please listen to this entire audiobook. And don't forget to like and share it with your friends who appreciate meaningful stories. Let's begin the journey of Gunahan Ka Defta, the God of Sins. Now let me introduce you to the people who make this story unforgettable. First, meet our hero Chandar. Chandra Kumar Kapoor is a young orphan who's doing his research in psychology at Allahabad University. He's intelligent, sensitive, and carries the weight of his loneliness silently. Chandar has no parents, no family of his own. But he's fortunate to have a mentor, Dr. Shukla. Dr. Shukla is a professor at the same university, and he's taken Chandar into his home, treating him like his own son. This kindness becomes both a blessing and a burden for Chandar, as you'll soon discover. And now meet our heroine, Sudha. Sudha is Dr. Shukla's daughter, and she's everything you could imagine. Her laughter carries the freshness of spring, her words are filled with sweetness, and in her heart, she holds a special place for Chandar. Sudha isn't an ordinary girl. She's incredibly sensitive but also playful and full of life. She teases Chandar constantly, hides colorful leaves in his books, argues with him about everything, but deeply understands his pain and loneliness. Their bond grows naturally, without words, without declarations. Then there's Binti. Binti is Sudha's cousin, a widow who works as a social worker for women's empowerment. She's mature, understanding, and sees Chandar from a completely different perspective. Binti is the one who truly understands what's happening in Chandar's heart. She supports him silently, even though she knows his heart belongs somewhere else. And finally, meet Pammy. Pammy is an Anglo-Indian young woman who enters Chandar's life at his most vulnerable moment. She introduces him to a completely different side of love, physical attraction and desire. Pammy represents everything that Chandar's relationship with Sudha could never be. So here we have 4 people, 4 different relationships, and caught in the middle is Chandar. On one side, Sudha's innocent love. On another, Binti's quiet devotion. And on the third, Pammy's passionate attraction. And above all of this, society's rigid rules, the burden of caste, respect for his mentor, and his own weaknesses. Can Chandar rise above all this? Will he ever confess his love to Sudha? Keep listening to find out. Friends, we now enter that small house in Allahabad where Dr. Shukla lives with his daughter Sudha and his student Chandar. This house isn't just made of bricks and mortar. It's a world where 2 hearts come closer to each other without speaking a single word. Chandar and Sudha's meetings aren't like ordinary meetings. During morning tea, when Chandar is lost in his books, Sudha quietly approaches and slips a colorful leaf between his pages. Chandar smiles without saying anything, and Sudha smiles back without a word. This, my friends, is what true love looks like, when words aren't needed, when only feelings matter. Sudha calls Chandar Chandar Bhaiya, brother Chandar, but there's something special in her voice when she says it. And Chandar, he becomes completely lost whenever he sees her, mesmerized by her conversations. One evening, both of them are sitting on the rooftop. It's that magical time of day. Evening is approaching. Clouds have gathered in the sky, and gentle raindrops begin to fall. Sudha asks, Chandar Bhaiya, should we get wet in the rain? Chandar smiles and says, Go ahead, get wet. I'm here with you. Just think about this one dialogue. In those simple words, I'm here with you, Chandar says so much. It means you're not alone. I'm with you in every happiness, in every sorrow. But oh, if only he could also say, I love you, Sudha. This is where the tragedy begins. The tragedy that will eventually transform Chandar into the god of sins. Dr. Shukla considers Chandar like a son, and Chandar deeply respects him. But this very respect becomes his greatest weakness. Think about it. If you were in Chandar's position, what would you do? Would you go to your mentor and say, I love your daughter. Please let me marry her. Or would you stay silent, afraid of society, afraid of caste differences, afraid of breaking relationships? Friends, time waits for no one. Slowly, that day arrives which Chandar feared the most. Dr. Shukla finds a suitable match for Sudha. A good boy from a good family with a good job. Now Chandar has only two paths before him. First, go to Dr. Shukla and speak the truth. Say, I love Sudha. Please let me marry her. Second, remain silent, bury his feelings deep inside, and watch Sudha go to another man's house. And Chandar chooses what he believes is right. He remains silent. Completely silent. Not only that, he himself tells Sudha, this is good for you. Accept your father's wishes. Yes, friends, this is what Chandar did. He killed his own love with his own hands. He thought this was right. This was proper behavior, this was respect for his mentor. But was it really right? Is loving someone wrong? Is speaking your heart a crime? Here, Dharmavir Bharti asks us a profound question. Isn't suppressing your emotions the biggest sin of all? Isn't killing your own happiness because of social pressure the greatest crime? Is this the sin that makes Chandar the god of sins? Sudha's marriage happens. She goes to another house, to another city. And Chandar remains alone. Completely alone. He continues living in the same house where Sudha's memories are scattered in every corner. He sits on the same rooftop where they both spent countless evenings together. But now there's only emptiness. Have you ever felt that the person you love most isn't with you, but their memories are everywhere? This feeling is the most painful experience. Chandar feels this every single day, every moment, with every breath. Friends, the story is getting heavier, I understand. But this is the real story, this is real pain. If this story is touching your heart, please like this audiobook and share it with friends who understand true love. And don't forget to subscribe because there's so much more ahead. More pain, and an ending that will surely bring tears to your eyes. After Sudha leaves, Chandar transforms completely. He's no longer the same person who was always lost in books, who thought carefully before every action. Now he's broken, shattered, and determined to destroy himself. And in this broken state, he meets Pami. Pami, the girl who shows Chandar a completely different side of love, one he'd never even imagined. Friends, here Dharmavir Bharti raises a very important question. Is love only about the meeting of souls? Or is physical union also a form of love? With Sudha, Chandar's relationship was purely spiritual. There was no physical desire, only pure feelings. But with Pami, he encounters the other side of love. Physical attraction, desire, passion. And here Chandar becomes completely confused. He can't figure out what true love really is. But does Chandar find peace with Pami? No, absolutely not. He breaks down even more. Because he realizes this isn't the love he wanted. Not the love he felt with Sudha. And then he turns to Binti. Binti, Sudha's cousin. A widow who truly understands Chandar's pain. Binti is the character who silently supports Chandar without any expectations. She understands his suffering, gives him emotional support, tries to hold him together. But does Chandar love Binti? Can he make her a replacement for Sudha? No, friends, Chandar's heart, his soul, belongs only to Sudha. He's physically present with Binti, but his heart isn't there. And this is the greatest tragedy. When a person is with someone, but their heart belongs somewhere else. Friends, I want to ask you a very personal question. Has it ever happened with you that you're with someone, but your heart belongs to another person? Or someone is with you, but their heart belongs elsewhere? This is extremely painful, I know. If you've experienced this, please share in the comments. I'll read each and every comment and understand your pain. Friends, now we arrive at the most important question. Who exactly is this God of sins? Is Chandar a criminal? What crime did he commit? Think about it. What did Chandar actually do? He never drank alcohol. He never hurt anyone. He never lied. He never cheated anyone. Then how did he become the God of sins? Here, Dharmavir Bharti gives us a completely new definition of sin. He says the biggest sin isn't committing a crime. The biggest sin is suppressing your own feelings. The biggest sin is not being able to accept your own love. The biggest sin is making others unhappy through your silence and sacrifice. Chandar wanted to become the god on the path of love. He wanted to do everything for Sudha that no one else could do. But because of social pressure, because of caste fears, because of respect for his mentor, he killed his love. And this became his greatest sin. He became the god of sins precisely because he committed the greatest sin. He didn't love. He became the deity for all those who cannot live their love, who stay silent because of social pressure, who kill their own happiness. So friends, do you also think that Chandar is the god of sins? Or in some way are all of us gods of sins? Because all of us at some point in our lives have not spoken our heart's truth, have suppressed our love, have killed our happiness. This is a very deep question and I want you to answer it. Write in the comments, yes or no, and tell me why. Do you think Chandar did the right thing or the wrong thing? I'm waiting for your thoughts, because this is not an easy question. Time passes, and one day the news arrives that Chandar feared most. Sudha is sick, very sick. She has returned to her father's house. To that same house where she spent her childhood, where her memories with Chandar are scattered everywhere. Chandar goes to meet her. For the last time. This meeting isn't like any ordinary meeting. There are no words between them. Only eyes. Only feelings. Sudha looks at Chandar with those same loving eyes. Chandar looks at Sudha, and tears flow from his eyes. But still no words. No confession. Because now it's too late. Far too late. And then one day, Sudha leaves this world. Forever. She departs from this earth, leaving Chandar alone with his pain, with his sins. Friends, here Dharmavir Bharti teaches us a harsh truth. Sometimes we delay expressing our love for so long that time simply runs out. And then all that remains is regret and incomplete memories. Chandar and Binti carry Sudha's ashes to the banks of the Ganga river. The same Ganga on whose banks Chandar and Sudha spent so many evenings together. The same Ganga that witnessed their laughter, their silences. And today, the same Ganga receives Sudha's ashes. Binti holds the urn filled with Sudha's ashes. Chandar approaches her, and then he does something that brings tears to everyone's eyes. Chandar fills Sudha's ashes in the parting of Binti's hair, the place where married women put sindoor. And then he kisses her forehead. This kiss was the final farewell to Sudha, and also a signal of a new beginning with Binti. It symbolizes that now Chandar and Binti must face this grief together. They must flow with the current of life, as if nothing ever happened. But did nothing really happen? Will Sudha's memories ever fade away? No, friends, those memories will remain in their hearts forever, like the ashes flowing in the Ganga. Invisible, but undoubtedly present. Friends, Gunahan Ka Devta is not just a novel. It's an immortal work of Hindi literature. More than 55 editions have been published till date, millions of copies have been sold, and even today it remains equally popular. And did you know that in 1969, a film based on this novel was started? The film was titled Ek the Chandar Ekti Sudha. And playing the role of Chandar was none other than Amitabh Bachchan. Sudha was played by Jaya Bhattari. Although the film remained incomplete, it stands as the biggest proof of this story's immortality. Dharmavir Bharti wrote this novel at just 23 years of age. And in 1997, he left us. But he gave us this timeless masterpiece that will remain alive in people's hearts for centuries to come. So what does Gunahan Ka Devta teach us? It teaches us not to delay in love. It teaches us not to suppress our feelings because of social pressure. It teaches us that life is very short and love is very big. So today, if there's someone in your heart, tell them you love them. Because tomorrow, who knows what might happen? Oh friends, how did you like the story of Gunahan Ka Devta? Did it touch your heart? Did it bring tears to your eyes? If yes, then please like this audiobook and share it with all your friends who understand true love. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you can listen to more such heart-touching stories. Finally, I want to ask you a question. What is the biggest sin of your life? Tell me in the comments. I'll read every single comment. Whether it's about the love you expressed, the love you didn't express, or the love you lost. Write whatever is in your heart. I promise to mention the most interesting comment in my next video. For today, that's all. In the next video, I'll bring another beautiful story for you. Until then, take care of yourself and love truly.